king's greatest desire. Once upon a time, in the grand kingdom of Phrygia, there lived a king named Midas. He was known for his wealth, his magnificent palace, and his immense love for gold. Though his treasury overflowed with riches, Midas was never satisfied. He often walked through his golden halls, admiring his treasures, but deep inside, he craved more. One evening, after hosting a lavish feast, Midas sat alone in his treasure room, letting gold coins slip through his fingers. "If only everything I touched turned to gold," he murmured, "then I would be the richest and happiest man in the world." As he pondered his wish, a sudden gust of wind swept through the chamber. The candles flickered, and a mysterious voice echoed, "Are you certain that gold will bring you happiness?" Startled, Midas turned to see a tall, glowing figure standing before him. It was Dionysus, the god of wine and revelry. He had been watching Midas and decided to test him. "Since you desire gold so much, I shall grant your wish," Dionysus said. "From this moment, whatever you touch shall turn into gold." Overjoyed, Midas fell to his knees. "Thank you, great Dionysus. You have given me the greatest gift of all." But the god only smiled knowingly before vanishing into the night. The next morning, Midas woke up eager to test his new power. He reached out and touched the bedpost. Instantly, it turned into gleaming gold. His heart raced with excitement. He ran around the room, touching the curtains, the chairs, and even his slippers, all of which transformed into gold. "This is magnificent," he laughed. He rushed out into the palace gardens. The moment his fingers brushed against the roses, they turned golden. The soft petals hardened into cold metal. Yet Midas was too pleased to care. Servants watched in awe and whispered among themselves. News spread quickly that the king possessed a divine gift. At breakfast, Midas sat before a grand table filled with fruits, bread, and wine. "Let's see how delicious gold tastes," he chuckled, picking up a ripe apple. The moment he bit into it, his teeth clanked against solid gold. Startled, he grabbed a piece of bread, but it turned to gold before he could eat it. Confused, he tried to drink from his goblet, but the wine transformed before it touched his lips. Hunger gnawed at his stomach, and a terrible realization dawned upon him. As Midas sat in despair, his young daughter, Zoe, entered the room. She had always been his greatest joy. Seeing her father distressed, she rushed to his side. "Father, what is wrong?" she asked gently. "Oh, my dear Zoe, I have been granted a powerful gift, but it is also a curse," he confessed. "I cannot eat, I cannot drink. Everything I touch turns to gold." Zoe, unaware of the danger, placed her small hand in his. In an instant, she turned into a lifeless golden statue, her eyes frowning in an expression of love and concern. A chilling silence filled the room. Midas let out a heart-wrenching cry and fell to his knees, embracing the cold golden figure of his daughter. "No, this cannot be," he wailed. He had sought wealth, but in doing so, he had lost what was truly priceless. The palace grew dark as sorrow engulfed Midas. Servants and nobles alike watched in horror as the once joyful king wept over his daughter's golden form. The weight of his greed crushed him, and he longed to undo everything. Realizing the terrible mistake he had made, Midas remembered Dionysus, the god who had granted his wish. He ran to the temple, his golden fingertips leaving shimmering marks on the stone floor. Falling to his knees, he cried, "Dionysus, hear my plea. I have been a fool. I no longer desire gold. I only wish to have my daughter back." Dionysus appeared once more, his expression unreadable. "Midas, you have learned a hard lesson. True wealth is not found in gold, but in love and simple joys. Are you ready to give up your golden touch?" "Yes, I beg you, take it away. I would rather be a poor man than live in a world without my daughter." Dionysus nodded. "Very well. To rid yourself of this curse, you must wash your hands in the river Pactolus. The golden touch will be washed away, and what you turn to gold shall be restored." Midas wasted no time. He rushed to the river, plunging his hands into the cool, flowing water. The golden sheen faded from his skin. When he returned to the palace, he ran to Zoe's statue and gently touched her cheek. Color rushed back to her face, and she blinked in confusion. "Father, why are you crying?" Midas sobbed with relief and pulled her into his arms. "My child, you have returned to me." From that day on, Midas was a transformed ruler. The lessons of his folly had deeply humbled him. No longer did he obsess over gold or hoard his wealth. Instead, he dedicated himself to his people, ensuring that no one in his kingdom went hungry or suffered. He built schools where children could learn, hospitals to care for the sick, and lush gardens where families could gather and enjoy nature's true beauty. The once greedy king became renowned for his kindness, wisdom, and generosity. Though he still possessed riches, he valued love, family, and happiness above all else. True wealth is not found in riches but in love, kindness, and the moments we cherish with others.